So excited. Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful day. Welcome to the Looney Tunes way. Although I'm going to tell you right now that this game we are about to play, it is not loony. If you have a problem with gore in games, do not watch. And I'm pretty sure, well, maybe not. I think I take how I categorize and organize my Twitch channel more seriously than most. But I called this one Game Intros Dragon Age Origins, because what I want to do is, for the people who have already played the game, you don't really need to see the introduction now, do you? You don't need to watch me create a character or explain all the stats or stuff like that, which is why I called it Game Intros. So I'm going to introduce everything in the beginning, and then after I get the character creation done, explaining how the stats in this lovely game called Dragon Age Origins works, I'm going to end the stream, then start it back up again, and jump right into the game. That's what I'm going to be doing. So, let me hit the play button and transition to the gaming scene. Do, 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 do. And as loading the game decides to, okay. I'm okay. Maybe. So, alright. So, if you look at the bottom, you will notice this is Electronic Arts, copyright 2009. Holy crap, this game is older than I thought it was. So, when I was first introduced to this series, please don't shoot me, but I was introduced to this particular series of games, which I love so much, via the second game. Excuse me, I was introduced in college. I was watching her play the second game, and I went, ooh, this is really great. So I started with that. Again, please don't kill me. Then I went back to the first game. I do not regret, I can talk, starting with the second game, but nothing will beat the first. The third installment, Dragon Age Inquisition, is an absolute marvel. It is a work of art visually. I'm not going to discuss the mechanics, that's going to take a while, but it is great visually. And I think Dragon Age Origins style, artistic style, is fantastic too, but mechanically, oh dear Lord, have mercy. Well, no, scratch that. Dear whoever you pray to, have mercy. Let me be inclusive. And I'm not being sarcastic. Let me be inclusive. Between November and December, we say happy holidays because there are, what, 14 different holidays between that point? So, yeah. Dear whoever you pray to for mercy. If you do not love this game, it might be because the mechanics themselves threw you, which is probably why they dumbed it down for Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm going to hit new game before I throw a tangent. Now, for those of you who haven't played this, Dragon Age Awakening should have been named Dragon Age 2, but Dragon Age Awakening is technically DLC, which is a continuation of Dragon Age Origins. Whew, memories. This is. My heart is racing. This is taking me back. While this is loading. So, the very first character that I made for Dragon Age Origins was an elven mage. Yes, that's important. Because the races in this game are human, elf, and dwarf. The three different classes are rogue. And so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Threnodies, 8:13. I wonder what we're gonna be. I'm fine. I'm fine. I think. So, I don't remember what I was talking about before we got into the cutscene. So, I'll tell you about my very first character for the game was actually named Monria. I've had the username Titans Monria for the longest time. It was only recently that I decided to switch. But I named my first character Monria, female, elven, and mage. Now, for anyone who has never played this game, do not make my mistake and start with a mage. If you play Dungeons and Dragons, it is for the same reason you do not want a first playthrough or a first time character to be a mage. They add an extra set of complexity your new player might not be ready for, and that is exactly what I encountered. So my very first character, I got her stuck. I could not get her unstuck. I was so sad. So sad. But I deserved it. So the next character I made was a female human rogue. I named her Almadel. I remember these two characters so well. I mean, after we start playing, I will actually show you where I got Monria stuck. And so with Almadel, I get back to that point, but because, and this is why this game has such great replayability, is because whatever mistakes you make in a previous playthrough, you're not making those again. So that point where Monria got stuck with Almadel, I went there last. And I was plowing through that level. And I was sitting here going, holy crap, I'll just plow through this. Ha ha ha! And then I got humbled and died. Well, died and got, I can talk. And then I died, which humbled me, and I was strategic. But yeah, whatever mistakes you make in a past playthrough, you will either A, not make again, or B, you're going to do better. So I said, if you came here via my Twitter, I was going to be making a mage. A spirit healer, Battlemage, Blood Mage, although I should tell you the specific order. I'm going to be making them a spirit healer first, and then I'm going to make them a Blood Mage, because we're not going to get the Battle Mage specialization for this until Dragon Age Origins Awakening. Oh, we are going to be unstoppable, provided I do this correctly. I have a plan, though. So we are going to be playing one of the Magi. I'm pretty sure you've read this already, but he's so excited. Wielding a power as dangerous as it is potent. You know that magic is a curse for those lacking the will to control it. You anxiously await your harrowing, the one chance to prove yourself against the demons lurking without and within. Succeed or be slaughtered by the knights who ward against your kind, aka the Templars. So, I know I say for the first playthrough, do not create a mage. I really want to remake Monria. I want to get my first character right, which is why I'm doing this. That ain't it. Yep. I still remember how she looks, guys. I still remember how she looked. Now, why can I not go back and play Monria? Well, one, because she's stuck. Two, the computer she was on crashed, so I remember her face, but I don't remember her hairstyle. I know that wasn't it. Did she have the bun? That ain't it. So I don't take too long. We'll go with that. Doesn't 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 need to be exact. Well, I want to definitely recreate her. I can go with the name. Let's go with that. Now, the stats. Now, the last time I tried to explain this game to someone, the explanation of the stats completely threw me. Not through me, through them. Again, if you've played Dungeons and Dragons, this is probably self-explanatory. So, strength. I'm not going to read all that. Eh. So, strength. And I might as well, because I'm teetering back and forth. Do I want to read this aloud? Do I not? So, strength measures a character's physical prowess and affects damage. Dexterity measures agility, reflexes, and balance. It dictates whether or not you hit or get hit, which is why when I switched from this to Mass Effect, I had issues. We'll get to that story later. Willpower is important for all the classes, so is dexterity. Willpower is basically your stamina. When you get abilities, or in this particular case, when you get spells, your willpower dictates how often you can cast them. If you have a lot of mana or willpower, you're just going to plow through things. Magic? I don't think a lot of people realize how important magic is. Now, one would think magic is only important for the mage. No, 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 no. No, no, no. It is important for everybody, because check out that last sentence. The magic attribute determines how effective potions, poultices, and salves are for all classes. So you'll notice as we're running through this, I pop a lesser health potion as a mage, it'll damn near refill my whole thing. You give that to a warrior or a rogue, however, typically they need a greater health potion in order to get to where they need to be, or I gotta throw a heal, stuff like that. And the magic skill also determines how well, let's call them buffer magic. So if I heal somebody, if my magic is high and their magic is high, they're gonna get healed much better too just with that. Cunning's a fun one. It's more important for rogues, but I want to be persuady. I wanna talk my way out of things, so I'm gonna need cunning for that. And constitution is health. How much health you have. So constitution is important for all of them as well. So I'm definitely gonna be putting a couple points into this. I'm gonna put 1 point in this. Put 1 point in that because I don't want to get hit. And then do. So that is going to be my starting build. And now another thing with this, and some of you listening to this might get a little irritated. This game, when you do the character creation, the race you pick is incredibly important for your class. If you want to be a mage, you want to be an elf. Why? Because they give you points right off the bat in willpower and magic. Now, for anybody freaking out talking about, oh my god, racial abilities, da 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 da, that's racist. I beg to differ. I have to ask you, do you know what melanin is? For those of you who don't, I will explain. Biology lesson. So, melanin is why black people are so dark. Some people naturally produce less melanin, which means less pigment and lighter skin. Other people possess fewer I forgot how to pronounce the word. I'm gonna say melanocytes than normal, which also results in less overall pigment and lighter skin. And I'm gonna butcher this word again. Melanocytes produce melanin. What melanin does is a natural protection against the sun. So if you ever try to give an incredibly dark individual sunblock and they look at you funny, it's because they don't need it. The likelihood of them getting sunburned is so slim it's ridiculous. My mother hated my dad because of that. And it's also the reason why, with me being, eh, I hate the word mixed, but technically I am. I call myself black. Me myself being black is also why it takes longer for me to get sunburned. I can get sunburned, but my sunburn turns to a tan. It's also inversely why you'll notice why black people, when it's cold out, we wear 55,000 layers while we're watching white folks like they're bat crap crazy because they're walking around in sandals, t-shirts, and shorts in the freezing cold. We already have racial benefits in reality. Black people are better in the heat. White people are better in the cold. So I don't understand why people are getting all up in arms over racial bonuses when we have them in reality. Oh, I did just mention in the beginning I want to be persuaded. Coercion. Ooh, this is a tough one. Alright, I already said that I wanted to be a spirit healer, so obviously I want heal. And I'm gonna do glyph of paralysis. Now the next spells we really want to get are rock armor becomes hard as stone, granting a bonus to armor, which means if someone goes to hit us, we take less damage. But with glyph of paralysis, the caster inscribes a glyph on the ground. A singer. The first enemy who crosses the bounds, unless the opponent passes a physical resistance check, is paralyzed. So if they can't hit me, I don't have to worry about increasing my armor just yet. Now, as we go through, I'll explain more of these spells. If I also do that now, dear Lord have mercy. Excuse me, dear whoever you pray to, it's a habit. It's a bad habit. You know what? I've never really used this area except for Mind Blast, which paralyzes people around me. We need to start getting into this on a different playthrough. And I'm not gonna press play yet. So, like I mentioned in the beginning, for those of you who've missed it, what I'm gonna do is. What is wrong with me today? So, what I'm gonna do is. Actually, I'm going to press play because I want you to see the cutscenes for the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the cutscenes at the beginning, all the extra cutscene stuff in the beginning for the new people. And then I'm going to end the stream and then I'm going to just jump right back in it. And that's when I'm just going to just play. Because this beginning section is mostly for new people. Meh. Educational purposes. Oh. If you're wondering why I have all this extra stuff, I don't remember. This is from DLC. I earned it. I remember that much. Ooh. Combat. Spacebar to pause, and one. J journal tracks everything. I don't need you right there. Tab key highlights everything. Cutscene coming soon, which is why I'm doing this. Space. Should have gotten lightning. I'm gonna be cocky again. You took the heroin? Excuse me. How long do I have exactly? That's not going to happen to me.
Can you hear me? Did you
Started the dishwasher.
you started the dishwasher?
Yesterday.
Okay, that's what I thought. None of the dishes are clean. All of them, all the stuff that was on them has just been caked on there and like.
Oh, the tablet's still on the thingy?
I'll double check.
Because
half of them are clean.
well,
The other half are not.
Because putting two in there might have been a problem. They might have got us stuck in the thing.
You put two. Why did you put two in there?
Why not?
Because there's no reason to. One is more than sufficient. Two doesn't add anything to it. It doesn't make it any cleaner, and it might apparently clog up the thing.
All right. If I missed when the cutscene ended, sorry about that. My lovely honey was talking to me. And plot uppers or markers on your current area. Oh, usually he says something. All right. So pause. I'm gonna end the stream here and then start it again, and we're gonna jump right back in. Oh, so I'm about to thank you, Rainy Day, but I'm about to end this stream because this was just the introduction, like the introductory cutscenes to a game, blah blah blah, for people who are new to the game, and then I'm gonna end this one in a few seconds and then hop right back in and hop into the game and